I hate this. You started my video. Hey, Paul. Hey, everybody that's coming into the room. Paul's connecting to us.
Hey.
There he is.
Yeah. Hi. How you doing?
I can hear you. So we're off to a good start already.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yes, Karine. What's it? Okay. All right. Karine's going to come on here in a second. She's just got to grab something real quick. I'm take this thing out of the camera stand here. And we'll get things going with her.
And if anybody saw our last broadcast on Periscope, it was just not good.
Yeah, it was really bad. The interview with that was not good, unfortunately, but this seems like it'd be a lot clearer and a lot better. Karine is grabbing some food. Say hi.
Hi.
She's going to eat while we're talking, so she's got a healthy appetite today, so she'll eat and talk.
And it's great to see you guys. Like, no, well, nobody wants to eat on. I wouldn't want to eat on camera.
Well, I'm just glad she's eating. She's been really sick lately, so she's able to eat some food, so that's good.
Okay, so
You're hungry?
Yes.
You hear she says she's hungry.
Her English is coming along. That sounds like good.
Oh, yeah. Her English is very, very, very good now. Except when she's like in an interview or in the spotlight, then she's like a deer in headlights and she forgets all of her English. But she doesn't have a lot of confidence. She speaks her best English when she gets really mad. Like, you know how most people, in their native tongue, they'll go back to? Yeah. No, and she'll get really mad because most, I guess, Latinas, when they get really mad, they'll go back to their native tongue, Portuguese, Spanish, and they'll just go off. She goes straight into English. So
that means she's really mad at you.
Yeah, she makes sure I understands it. She
wants to make sure you know like what she's saying.
Yes. Yeah. I'm just glad she's able to eat. We're just waiting. I'm over here at her brother's, or actually her mother's secondary place over here. We're waiting. Somebody's changing in the bedroom, and then we're going to go in there and get the camera stand, everything set up.
While you guys are getting together, I wanted to ask you, like, are you in that same village that you took the boat up the Amazon in?
No. That actually would cost more. Living expenses there would actually cost more. It costs more money to rent something or get something established. It costs more money for the food. Everything there is more expensive. So actually, it's less money to live in Manaus. It's a whole lot cheaper, and we have access to a whole lot more things. So it makes a whole lot more sense to do that. So when we're in Brazil, we stick to staying mostly in Manaus because it's, like I said, it's a whole lot cheaper.
And like, so did her family pick up and move to Manaus to be like close? Like, so you guys just all converge in that one town then, right? Like,
no, what they do is they have a small place they have established here. It's like a 1-bedroom, but like 10 or 15 or 20 people will stay here at one time. And what they do is they'll come here for like medical appointments, or if they have school or college or anything like that, then they will come to Manaus. So they keep a place, and her other family does the same thing. They have a small apartment that they have established where they come and they stay, and they kind of rotate in and out from Tocantins to Manaus for people that have to do different things here.
There's so many questions coming in, and I can't keep up with them already. Like you are the man because there are tons of questions pouring in.
Oh yeah, I am going to have Karine address. At one point on here about her whole feelings about social media. I know a lot of people think I don't let her on social media. Karine has a very strong opinion about social media now, and so I will let her say her piece on that to finally clear the air on that.
Hey, that would be great.
Yeah.
But it seems like everybody's like kind of like when they show you like, you know, in like the village there, it seems like everybody's very close to each other, and like she has like when she ran off.
Oh yeah.
When you were like follow when she like whose house did she go to? Was that like a friend's house or?
It was originally That's actually an interesting story. So originally that place was set up by her parents. It was when her brother and her cousin lived there, and we were actually going to live there with him at one point. But then it's actually a kind of a sad story. Her aunt was pregnant with twins. She ended up losing them, but she was pregnant with twins, and so she decided she's going to move all of her family. Yeah, we didn't know this at the time. She was still pregnant with the twins at the time this whole thing happened. So everybody was, she went ahead and said she's going to move all of her kids to Manaus. So she kind of like took over that apartment. So then what happened was one Karine's brother went with his boyfriend, got another place. They got one together because they both worked full time. And then Karine's mother downsized to a smaller place where Brenner stays, her younger brother. And we tried to live together, but unfortunately it didn't pan out. We live really close to each other now, but it's better, I think, this way where we're more everything's separate. He's got his place, I got my place, and it's a whole lot easier for everybody, I think. It's hot.
No, well, you are like in the Amazon, like, damn.
Yeah. I'm not in the AC area. We're not at home. At the home, we have AC, and here they don't have the luxury of AC, so it definitely gets very, very hot.
How have you been adapting to because everyone saw how I don't want to say anal, but you were very, you had a certain, you didn't want to get bit and all that crap and the mosquito nets and all that stuff. And how are you dealing with that now? Since you've been down there, and is it easier on you? Are you as worried as you were before?
No, it's actually funny. It's actually a 180. Karine does not like the mosquitoes in the bedroom. Karine, you don't like mosquitoes? No, she don't like mosquitoes. So if there's mosquitoes in the bedroom, she'll wake me up. I'll get up. I'll put up the little mosquito repellent things and then the sockets. I'll turn the AC down. I'll turn on these little mosquito lights and little mosquito air catcher things. It's got a little light. It draws them into it, then it sucks them into it. So all these different little mosquito gadgets I'll put down there, because if there's one mosquito in there, she'll freak out. She's got mosquito repellent, everything. She's really paranoid about mosquitoes right now. So we've definitely done a 180. Me, in my opinion, I figured if I would have got something, I would have got it by now. As much as I've been in and out of the country, I would have caught it. In all honesty, in Kentucky, the mosquitoes, granted, we don't have the whole disease problem, is not as bad. Now, I know there's a West Nile and a few other things that's been spotted in Kentucky, but we have a lot, you get a lot more mosquito bites in a shorter amount of time. We're here, unless we're in the swamp area, then it's bad. But in Kentucky, I definitely get ate up way worse than I get ate up here.
So it's
Trump?
better.
Trump's on TV? Oh, she's saying Trump's on TV. This is Trump on Brazilian TV. Brazil does not like Trump. They really hate Trump. So
do they dub him?
You know true?
Do they
you like Trump?
They dub him in Brazilian?
No. Do what?
You know who likes Trump? Michael loves Michael.
Yeah. No, the funny thing was too, I had to explain to people, because everyone thought that Trump was going to nuke Latin America, and they really believed that. And I was like, no, our president's not going to nuke Latin America. He's not going to nuke anybody. I really don't think he's going to, at least not down here. He's not going to start sending nukes down to South America. I really don't think it's going to happen. But no, the U.S. government actually has missions here all the time. They actually train in the Amazon. So they'll come down in off the Amazon River, and they'll do, they'll actually do stuff quite often, which is really cool to see that the Apaches and everything come in and get squared away. And Karine's eating. She'll be back in here in a minute. But I can start answering some questions.
Okay, it's not supposed to be like a Trump hating bash. I just said it. Everyone's going off on Trump now. Listen, he's a hot
topic here.
How was your how was your mom? Was she okay with you going back to Brazil the second time? I don't think she was. How did that
No. She was definitely anti that. She felt that the pregnancy was too early. She felt that She felt that the marriage is too soon. They communicate. They're doing all right, but it's a lot of things you still got to work out. Like I said, Karine's English has definitely improved quite a bit, but she's still got a ways to go. My Portuguese got a long way to go. It's difficult to find. Not all the schools here are really set up to teach Portuguese. English schools are everywhere, but teaching Portuguese is a whole different thing. And I feel bad for the English teachers here. The people that manage the English schools.
Hey, Debbie.
I would say probably the head person there, equivalency of less than 1,000 American a month for like the head person there. And I'm like, wow, that's really sad. I felt bad for the guy. But like I said, I'll talk to them. They'll ask me questions about American culture. I have to really learn how to slow down my speech. I'm really trying to work on that. Karine has learned how to understand me speaking fast.
Paul is like the fastest talker I know. Like, and like I thought, like I'm from New York, and I think I'm a fast talker, and he's from Kentucky, and you would all think that he talks like this and like all slow and shit. But Paul can out-talk anybody. Anybody. Paul is fast. You should be like an auctioneer.
I try to slow down. I try to slow down as much as I can. I'm the only, I think I'm one of the only English-speaking cast members that has subtitles. I noticed that a lot in season 1. Now, one thing is, like I said, season 1 is actually airing here, and they've actually added like some bonus scenes of us, which is really cool. But what's funny is the bonus scenes are not dubbed in Portuguese; they're totally in English. So, ironically, they just tossed them in there, and they're all in English. And I'm gonna have to like film them on my phone, and then like actually put some of the scenes so people from America can see them. But they're just some really cool scenes that they cut out. They have some scenes of me on the boat. Me actually pulling stuff out of my Foot Locker, eating different things. There's just some really funny little scenes that he added in there. I thought it was really cool. And everyone's like, "You make more money doing that." I'm like, no, we get no extra money. When this show is aired in other countries, we get no extra money. When they add extra scenes, we get no extra money. It's just cool to me to see the extra scenes.
I thought you were going to say it was cool that you got no extra money. I'm like, that's not cool. But
no,
like, okay.
No. We're making things work. We're getting things one day at a time. We're traveling. We bounce around so much. We're always traveling, and it's difficult with everything going on. But American Airlines is getting us squared away on some things. I got a real hectic flight coming up very soon that I got to deal with. So we just got to get things squared away and deal with this new stage of our life.
The scroll on the chat is going super fast, but I can tell that you have a lot of fans here, Paul. Everyone's going crazy that you're here, so that's always good. Got a lot of fans.
So it's always nice when TLC lets me talk to people. It's not they allow it when they authorize it. So it's always a good thing. And like I said, in a minute here, I'll let Karine come in here and at least say her piece about social media. She was addicted. She's getting on Facebook like a little bit now, like slightly on Facebook, but she used to be on Instagram and Facebook constantly. Now she still talks to people on some other forms of social media, and I've talked to them. They seem all to be very nice people. So it's just she doesn't want to get a lot of drama. She wants to be kind of relaxed, not have stress. We finally got through a lot of problems we had in our relationship. And like I told her, she did take the lock off her phone. I was impressed. She took the lock off her phone. But like I said, she goes through my phone. I don't go through her phone. She goes through my phone.
Well, can you elaborate?
And she responds to messages all the time.
But can you elaborate what really happened with the social media and can you say?
Yeah. No, what happened was a lot of things happened. Well, she had there were some issues that we won't get too deep into. But she regrets. And she also, basically just all the drama, a lot of negativity, people always say in her inbox, blah, 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 and she was sick of it. She just was tired of the negativity, she was tired of all the stuff, so she got off of it. Now, she does still get on, I'll have my phone out, she'll get on my Instagram. Now, people message me in Portuguese a lot. She'll go through there, and she'll start answering people back and forth. And usually you can tell if it's me or Karine if she starts doing obrigada, for example. Hey, you ready? You're almost done? You must. Okay. Go ahead and eat up. Glad she's eating something. Hey, Brazil food. I tell you what, I really want to bring tapioca to Kentucky. I want to bring the tapioca things to
Oh my God,
Kentucky.
You're like the person that likes tapioca? Ooh.
Dude, the tapioca. If you try the tapioca pancakes, they're like a tapioca. God. It's you know what they are? Have you tried them?
I know what
tapioca is. It's not like a pancake with tapioca. It's not like tapioca pudding. It's not tapioca pudding. It's nothing like that. They'll take a tapioca and they'll make it, you wouldn't know it's tapioca when you eat it. It's not like anything like tapioca pudding or anything like that. It's actually really good. Tapioca is really good. I think it's farofa, I don't know. It's like a little grain they have. It's also really, really good. There's a lot of things I would love to bring to Kentucky. I know Karine has had interest in one day me opening a restaurant, but the problem is she doesn't know how to cook. So it's a problem. You open a restaurant, you got to learn how to cook, sweetheart.
Wait. Stop. Let me piggyback off that. How is like
Yeah.
earlier in the season, like it showed like you were kind of just like annoyed that like Karine didn't do anything, and like you were kind of like doing everything. Has that like gotten any better? Like as
The what?
y-
Say it one more time. I'm
well,
sorry.
like you were like you were saying how Karine kind of just laid around all day and didn't do much, and like you were.
Karine, she'll get about 1 day a month or 1 day a week. She's really got a lot of strength. She'll get up. Now it's a lot about. I mean, before we even met, she had health problems. She had similar health problems I have. I have a lot of GI problems. Now coming to Brazil, when I'm in Brazil, they kind of fade
Well, that
away.
couldn't have helped.
No, they actually faded away in Brazil. But Karine has very similar GI problems, and when they flare, it causes her a lot of problems. So there's a lot of complications that she has to deal with. Like I said, before I came to Brazil, her family took her out of the hospital. She's had a lot of problems with that. Her GI problem got so bad she was vomiting blood before. So
Ugh.
it's scary. Yeah, it's not good. The acid eats up that part of your esophagus, and you're coughing up blood. It's not good. So it's good when she's eating. You got to keep her. I got to keep her away from my dogs because if she eats and then within 2 hours of eating she smells the dog, she straight starts puking everything back up. So we have to wait 2 hours before we go back home. Otherwise, she just starts puking everywhere. It's something else I clean up. I clean up all the puke. I clean up. I do all the cleaning. She cleans about once. She's doing usually about once a week now. It was once a month. Now it's once a week. She'll get up and do some really good cleaning.
It was once a
But
month.
usually every day. Well, I mean, she gets really sick. She gets really sick sometimes, so I'll try and get up and do the cleaning. Every now and again, if you get too overwhelmed, there's some of the kids in the neighborhood will come begging for money, and they just want money for food. So either we'll have food or some money. It's like, okay, when Karine's home, it's like, here, you all can stay here with Karine, and you can help Karine do stuff. And Karine will sit there and talk to them, and they'll do the dishes, they'll clean the house. She's sitting there supervising, and just pay them in food. And they're ecstatic. It's like, well, I'm helping them eat, and I'm helping Karine get work done. So I can 2 for 1. So we try to do some positive things in the neighborhood. Our place in Brazil is controlled by, I guess, 2 different main drug areas, drug dealers, I guess you could say. So they don't bother us. Yeah, we explain to them we don't do drugs. We have nothing to do with drugs. But they don't bother us. We don't bother them. I think a lot of people, like the Uber drivers, they cancel here all the time. They'll come in here. Same with food people. And when they actually drop me off, it's really a white gringo, just in a weird drug area. They're kind of like, what kind of stuff is this guy into? Is he like the mule? What's going on with that? And we go up to our apartment. We mind our business. We don't get in their business. We don't meddle with any of their affairs. They do them. The police come every now and again and raid somebody, and we just stay to ourselves. They don't bother us. We don't bother them.
Do you feel safe there? Like, can you guys take a walk at in the night? Let's go for a walk.
I do now. Karine, I feel more safe, I think, than Karine. Karine's been robbed 4 or 5 times. So she's gone through quite a few cell phones. Whenever she goes outside, she'll
were
tell
they
me
all
to
by
keep the phone
machete?
up. Get your phone up. No, by gun and machete. That is something else we disagree on.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, they drove him they'll drive him in the car, get out of the car with the gun, and they'll take her phone and run off, get back in the car and drive off. But I mean, they've never done it to me. I mean, they robbed her phone, but no one's actually came and approached me and stole my phone. I've never been assaulted or robbed. She has many times, but I have not. But no, really, they haven't bothered me. Like I said, I don't bother them. They don't bother me. We mind our business. They've offered some stuff for stolen merchandise, things like that. No, we're interested. We don't want any stolen merchandise. We apologize, but we just let them do their own thing. They have they have a lookout at one end, and we live down a dead end. So lookout, we'll look out, and then we just go past the lookout. And like I said, they don't bother us. It's most part. I mean, we've had some problems every now and again. We have some people coming to our door, but the landlord has a metal gate that we have secured up now. So we use that metal gate to keep them out because we had some problems with people coming up, and it was nerve-wracking. It was a very nerve-wracking thing. And of course, now people seeing the show, a lot of people are getting more trying to talk to us and everything, and I don't mind it. Karine gets nervous. People come up and talk to her sometimes, but just don't worry about it. Just talk to them, be natural. It's not something to be embarrassed about. Sometimes she's embarrassed. If anyone should be embarrassed in the show, it's me. I should be the one embarrassed, not her. Because I do the most stupid stuff, and they laugh. They're watching season 1 here, But here, what they do is they play episode 1, 2, then 3, 4, then 5, 6. So we'll be through the entire season in less than I think 7 weeks altogether. Will be the entire season. But like I said, it's been an adventure, but we're having a lot of fun, going back and forth and everything. And she's really excited with the whole American thing, because we weren't sure where we were going to originally stay permanently, if we wanted to stay in America permanently or Brazil permanently. And she has a lot of things in America that she's liking and changing her mind about. So
let me cut you off. I
Yeah.
have to say, out of all the couples on 90 Day Fiance, it's kind of actually refreshing to see someone like Karine saying, well, I kind of want to stay in my country. Or even, everyone, you think with this show, like someone like Michael, and I like Michael, don't get me wrong, but like people kind of just want to get to America. And,
Oh, no, she didn't want anything to do with America at first. At all.
So it's kind of like refreshing to see like that it's not always about that. I think that's very genuine.
Yeah, in the reverse immigration process, like the immigration process for me to get a citizen status in Brazil, like I said, we had immigration officers, federal immigration officers in our apartment one day, and they were cool. They were nice to us. We got lucky because our dogs actually broke out of their kennel and attacked them, and luckily they didn't shoot the dogs, and they didn't get hurt. So they left the apartment. We had to wire tie the dogs back in the kennels, and then they came back and finished their review. But the federal police, they really interviewed her. They pulled her aside, made sure she fully understood my record, what's going on, make sure she's okay, she's safe, because they see my record and they're like, oh God, is this girl going to be okay? What's going to happen? So they make sure they sit down, and they talk to her a lot. And they said that we all have their personal numbers. So if we have a problem, we can contact them. And like I said, if she ever had a problem, she knows she can contact them also, which is nice. It's a nice thing for us to have. Especially being here, and I don't know everybody. And they actually have some people that speak English that I can communicate with. So if we have a problem in immigration, we've been working on that for my thing. It's taken longer than the American process, I think, in all honesty. And it's definitely probably as expensive, if not more expensive, on a lot of things that we've been dealing with that whole situation. It's just nuts.
Well,
but,
could you see yourself living there for the rest of your life in Brazil? Like, I mean, you seem like you're very comfortable now, and like that you're happy.
I go back and forth. There's a lot of things I miss in America, and the biggest thing I will say is different in Brazil when I'm here is things that were popular in the late 80s or in the 90s are popular here. I'm talking hairstyles. You remember like when they used those little blonde tips on the hair and things like that. You'll see that here. You'll see a lot of things like music. You'll hear music be played here that are like I hear NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. I hear all kinds of things, like songs you wouldn't normally think people would be jamming to.
So pretty much you guys like watch Friends
too.
and like listen to Ace of Base and
Yeah.
have like scrunchies and like heads. That's pretty much like what with the chokers. Like that's what you're doing. That's what's going on down there.
Not always like that. Not the whole thing like that. But there's a lot of things from the 90s and 80s, late 80s and 90s that are definitely popular here in American culture-wise, which is really cool. It was cool to me because it's kind of like going back in time. A lot of the retro things are really popular with people, so I do enjoy that aspect. Let me know when we're halfway through, and I'll have her come in here and say her social media thing. I don't know how long we've been on.
I don't know how long we've been on either, but like she should probably come on because like last night when we were on, like we got like the Oscar timer, like all of a second it was like you have 30 seconds to get off, like and the music sort of like started playing in the background.
God!
I don't want to miss anything. I kind of should have started. I should have looked at the time before we started, but I was just so excited to get on.
Yeah.
One more question before Karine comes on. They show you talking to your mom a lot, like in the internet cafes and stuff like that. Has Karine ever like talked to your mom, like, or your family, like via, Skype or whatever, like how you do in the internet cafes, like?
Now she does. She has her. Well, there's more stuff coming on this season, so I won't get too much into it. But she now is communicating. And mom's really trying to learn Portuguese, which is really nice. And now because we got to figure out, when my family is going to come visit Brazil, of course, like I said, in the United States, we will not live with my family. That's one thing. We will not stay with my family, live with my family. That's one thing I'm not going to do. I don't need that drama. That way, if there is a problem or drama, we have somewhere to go. I always want to make sure we have somewhere to go. We have our own isolated place, just me and Karine. So that's one thing in America that we always want to make sure of we have. And now we also have here in Brazil. So it's difficult trying to deal with that in two countries. I can make a lot more money in a short amount of time in America than in Brazil. So That's one thing, it's going to be a lot nicer. As I said in America, is I can make a lot of money in a lot shorter amount of time. I've had a lot of job offers. The K-9 opportunity is going to be very lucrative. I have an IT position that someone's offering me helping out with an IT company. That's going to be very lucrative. So there's a lot of opportunities. And also my father's company, helping him out on the side as much as that I can.
So,
that's mostly family.
So a few people just asked, like, how come your dad's like never been on the show? Does he not want to be on camera? Like, is he just
Oh, he almost was. He almost was. Father almost was on the show. He was going to be on there season 2. Season 1, he was working, so he wasn't available. Season 2, he was going to be the Skype call before the wedding. And I thought he'd give me advice and like that. I'll just say I'm kind of glad that he didn't do that Skype call now, because it probably would have been very awkward and embarrassing. And I'm glad that we didn't do a Skype call now. I've talked to him.
Oh my God, there's
he said
300 people in the room. Holy shit. Sorry, I just saw that there's 300 people in the room, and I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of people.
It goes up and down.
The scroll is going like, and like I cannot keep up with all the questions. I'm sorry to everybody if like I can't keep up with the questions.
Let me get Karine real quick, and I'll get her to say her social media thing. Hold on a second. Let me get Karine.
I'm sorry, everybody, if I haven't asked your question. It's going so fast, and like I can't keep up with it. It's a lot at once. I will say that Paul won't talk about anything that hasn't been aired. I see a few of the people are asking certain questions, and to that I will say he's not going to talk about anything that hasn't been aired. So, Amy, Mary. And Bianca, thank you for the help before.
So, Karine, hiding here.
There's Karine.
So, Karine, a lot of people want to know why you are not on Instagram. Why you are not active on Instagram. Okay, first you can speak Portuguese. That's fine. First she's going to say it in Portuguese, and she'll say her best in English. So fine, you can speak in Portuguese first.
You guys look really adorable together, and like it's nice to see you smiling. Go ahead.
Oh shit!
And then the phone, and then what the hell?
Look at Paul.
You're okay. Oh no, you're gonna put in your mouth. You're fine. Sorry about that. We had a there with the camera here. Get this thing back up here. And then, so Karine, you go ahead and speak why you can speak Portuguese first and do your best in English. But that way the
or you could speak it into the translator, and we could like get that whole part of it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Eu saí do Instagram, Facebook, porque eu não gosto de estresse. Eu quero ter uma vida normal.
That's not me. I didn't follow. Karine no Facebook. Karine no Instagram.
Porque eu não quero.
I care. You want, you can. There's no problem. You know what? No quiero. No quiero Facebook. No quiero Instagram. Well, it's her choice.
Pra mim, okay.
It's her choice. If she wants to be on it, by all means, she can be on it. That's no problem. Aww.
Oh, like it's nice to see you guys happy. Like that's.
Okay.
You want to finish eating? You want to say anything else to people? Want to say anything? Anything else you want to say?
Holy shit! 350 people in the room. Wow.
Yeah. What else do you want to say? What else do you want to say, Karine? You want to say anything? You can say something. You want to say something?
Porque.
Oh, she's trying to read the comments. There's a lot of people.
It's 300. There are 350 people in the room right now. It's a lot. It's like
there's a lot of people in the comments. Yeah. So you want to say anything to your people? Can you want to say anything? You want to follow? Follow anything? Follow.
There you go.
Eu não quero Instagram.
No quiero Instagram. You feliz? You excited? America, you feliz? Excited? Don't know. America nervosa? Nervosa.
Paul.
You want? Yeah.
Do her parents love you yet? How's that working out? How do our parents feel about you?
Karine, your mommy, papi like me? Mommy, papi like me?
Yes.
Okay. I know her dad likes me. Her mom, we had some falling out, but we've I think came to, as far as I know, she likes me now, or at least she tolerates me.
Niño. Here.
Oh.
No, it's here. Here.
Lo siento. Ah, yes, lo siento. Oh, niño. Yes, okay. We're not talking about niños, anything like that. There's a whole lot of stuff coming on the show. Hmm? Yes? Yes, I see.
Okay.
Paul, it's not Spanish, it's Portuguese. Everyone's asking when Paul's
No.
going to learn Spanish. It's not Spanish, it's Portuguese. Portuguesa.
Fala
Não,
português.
O Paul não fala português nem um pouquinho assim, ó.
Oh, look, I
Paul
don't know
não
what that...
estuda português.
I study. The teacher stopped having the classes. But I still study it. Yeah, it's been a long time. The teacher hasn't had classes in a long time. But I was going to classes with that nice gentleman. He was doing classes for a while. You went with me. You went with me to like 5
That
classes.
she just gave you was great. I'm sorry.
Oh.
There was like 5. There were 5 classes. Did we go 5 classes? You went 5 classes.
Fala português agora.
I went 5 classes. You've been going for like a year, and you're still in your first book of 3.
A gente é understand.
You understand me? You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Slow, you understand me. Okay.
No.
Okay. How was your day?
My day.
How was your day?
My day.
Day is what?
Go,
We went shopping mall, yeah.
yeah.
And took care of some things.
Lunch.
Yeah. Lunch. What else?
Hot.
Hot, yeah.
Yeah,
She's trying to look through the comments as quickly as she can.
They're
She's big on
going
reading. She's
fast.
big. I'm ignoring him, but she's like, she sees a comment, she starts reading them real quick.
I understand.
You understand?
Yeah. Não, pessoal.
Stop. Anything else you want to say to
Fala
people?
português.
Fala português? Mi nome Boha?
Me.
Anybody speaks Portuguese will get that one. But como te va?
They're saying that her English is better than your
Bye.
Portuguese, Paul. You gotta.
Yeah,
get with
and
it.
I've been in Brazil longer than she's been, in a native speaking area. So I've been in Brazil for a whole lot longer, so I should be speaking better.
Karine. Dance. Zamba.
Oh, there was.
Samba.
She's reading the Portuguese in there now.
Dance. Samba.
Samba. What's samba?
Samba.
What's samba?
You
don't know?
Dance.
Karine likes, you like Coldplay and you like Cake Boss. You really like Cake Boss. You're obsessed with Cake Boss. She likes Coldplay and Cake Boss is like her 2 obsessions of all things. Oh, he's got a cat though. He's got a cat.
Yeah, there we are. Of all the things American, Karina, you need to not like Coldplay or Cake Boss. You need to work on that just a little bit. You need to get something better than that.
Do what? Cake Boss? She Coldplay and Cake Boss. She's big on Cake Boss. Well, that's one thing she was always liked watching in Brazil, and it was funny watching Buddy for the first time dubbed in Portuguese. It was really weird watching myself dubbed in Portuguese, except for the bonus scenes. The bonus scenes are totally in English, which is really cool. I enjoy that part. I can get our heads in here.
Eu sei falar inglês, só que eu fico nervosa pra vocês que estão falando que eu preciso aprender.
She's like randomly answering things in the chat.
Então
Can you say that into my translator, please?
Mas eu estudo, claro. Eu me comunico com o Paul sem tradutor agora, mas
I'll turn this thing over
é
here.
difícil falar quando tem muita gente.
So
Eu
the
tenho
mic's a
medo
little
de
easier.
errar e as pessoas ficarem rindo, é só isso. Mas eu falo muito bem com o Paul.
I have no idea what she's saying right now.
I mean,
She's
neither.
like randomly
I have no
answering.
It's-
She's answering stuff in the chat, so the Portuguese people are getting like a heyday right now because she's answering things.
Hey.
I have no idea what she's answering. As long as she's not, leaking anything she shouldn't be leaking, we're good. I think she's smart enough not to do that. Oh no.
Well, it should be
She's just going through the chat
educational
answering
and
stuff.
informative. So here we are.
Não,
Yeah, we'll
eu não
find
gosto.
out tomorrow on all the tabloid sites if anything was not supposed to. Do you like sushi? No, you hate sushi.
No,
She hates sushi. She can't stand sushi at all. And they have a lot of sushi places here. Of course, you got to keep in mind we're in the middle of the Amazon, and all the stuff from the ocean takes a while to get here, so it's a little
Thank you.
nervous to eat sushi.
Não, I don't like.
What else are you? She's going through and just randomly answering stuff in the chats right now. She's scrolling
Não
through.
fica nervosa. Ah, eu fico nervosa sim, porque tem muita gente que critica, né?
This is Karine's like first time going on live in forever, and the first time she's ever actually actually answered questions on a thing. So it looks like she's doing good. I think she's
Eu
behaving.
vou aprender inglês e eu vou falar com vocês, tá bom? Tchau.
Ciao.
Beijo.
Okay. She's going to. You gonna go finish eating? All right. Okay. This thing back over here. Okay. So,
Hey,
what other
Amy.
questions do you have?
Guys, if you could give me a few questions that like aren't like at once, that would be great. So Karine needs to talk to your mom then, right? Like obviously, like it's everything. How is Karine and your mom? Like, how do they get along? Like, is it like, no, not so much.
They're getting by. They're doing all right. I think
I guess.
they're learning languages. They're getting all right. I mean, there's a lot of conflict that we've been through. This season's not over yet. There's a lot of unanticipated things that can happen this season. People are not going to see coming. It's a crazy season. It ends on a really big cliffhanger. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, literally, most couples usually film for about 3-4 weeks. I think altogether we filmed for a little over, on and off, almost 10 weeks. We filmed a lot. We had a lot of stuff go on. A lot of stuff happened. They documented so much stuff. I thought they were going to actually break it into 2 seasons because we had so much stuff they had to document. So every single week coming up, we're going to have like a major event happen. So rather than do 2 seasons, they took all the major events and they consolidated it for the season. So every single episode, there's going to be something pretty significant happen in regards to us. So that's going to be interesting to watch that play out. We've had a rough year. We've had a lot of things happen, you know. But like I said, people aren't going to see what's coming, but there's a lot of stuff coming. It's going to be unexpected.
It looks like it hasn't been easy for you, especially you, Paul. Like you kind of the whole season. It's been it hasn't been easy for you. Like I kind of feel bad because and I feel like the pressure with the parents and like you know.
We had a lot of things that happened. I will say one thing good about the production crew that was amazing is we had a serious falling out. Which actually, the episode that was recently on TV, we had a huge falling out.
I'm gonna wait. So, when like it was last episode before, like when like Karina's like I want to get divorced. How long were you guys married? Yeah. Like when that happened? Like how long have you been married?
I don't even know when that happened. I just know we were married. That whole thing went off. We were married it had to be over a month. It had to be because we got married. We went to Tonantines. No, it was over a month. We went to Tonantines. We did Christmas and everything. Then we were back. We moved from our one apartment into the new apartment that she wanted. And we went from the decent, nicer place to a lot not so safe place. But she was happy. Her family lived in the building, and they lived down the street. She's got like all kinds of family lives around where our place in Brazil is. And we get unlimited in utilities, which is nice. Because I think our utility bill probably costs more than our rent. Yeah, literally. But no, when that whole thing happened with the divorce, things got really bad. Like, it was really, really bad. Yeah, no, we had our place here, but it was really bad. And I was literally at the shopping mall at one point, and it was just utterly nuts. There was some stuff on social media that went off, and the network had first they had a Brazilian team, like, the next day come in here immediately. Then, like, high-level people from production actually flew in to check up on me, and they actually filmed the scenes that you saw in the last episode. And it was a very dramatic time. It was a lot of crazy things, a lot of emotions, a lot of hormones going through. Karine's hormones were everywhere. She was just set on a lot of negative things. It was very chaotic, and it was just a real life experience we were going through, and they were just documenting it. But it was just utterly nuts. A lot of the earlier filming, I think people didn't realize. I was like, oh my God, he's wearing that vest. Why didn't he wear it before? In all reality, I wore either my mosquito gear or my heat vest like the entire time. But we had an earlier producer that did not let me wear it on camera. So our later producers just let me wear what I was going to wear and just didn't care, which I think people on TV appreciate. You know, I like to be me. If I'm hot, I'm gonna put on a cooling vest. And I'm dealing with mosquitoes, I put a mosquito thing on. At our wedding night, you know, I had the heating vest on. I had the mosquito stuff on. Karine did. She shared it too. So it was just a lot of really crazy things that we had going on. I still keep thinking back of the last year and watching the season and like replaying it. Karine's okay with it. To me, it's kind of tough sometimes because there's a lot of things that's coming out that we know it's.
When you
I
watch
can't
the
stress
season,
enough year.
when you watch the episode on TV, do you feel like you're getting like a bad rap or a good rap? Like, how do you feel like you're being portrayed?
One thing about us with our storyline is our story. There's not stuff like added to it. They pretty much have to simplify it. Our real life scenarios are so complex that you know they have to do as best job as they can to simplify it and kind of like put it down condensed and make it so people can understand our storyline because there's a lot of things to it. So there's no room for like adding stuff.
New boyfriend. Someone just asked who I was interviewing you, so I just wanted, you know. And Paul's my side piece, but Karine's cool with it. But go ahead, keep going, Paul.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to go house? You want to go house? Now Karine's saying she wants to go house. So I need to try to start getting some things together here. We might actually go walking through the neighborhood here in a minute. Hopefully, saying don't disconnect. You can actually, yeah, y'all can see what the house looks like. Karine, don't unplug that one thing. We plug it up.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. You'll get to see what this looks like. Now, what is probably going to happen is it's going to disconnect from my mobile hotspot that I have here. It's going to probably freeze up for a minute on my video feed. Then it'll connect back. It's probably not going to be as good as a connection. But you'll be able to see when we get home. When we get home, you'll be able to see it'll reconnect and be clear again. But it's going to be definitely an experience. You'll get to see where we're staying at.
So far, so good because compared to our last interview, I mean, this is just fucking head and shoulders better than I couldn't even understand you last time. So this is way better. So.
Oh yeah. So.
Hey, Joni.
All right. Now, John, I'm going to disconnect from the hotspot, and it's going to probably freeze up for a second, and then I'll reconnect on the regular cell network. It might get a little sketchy, but if it's only like a less than a minute walk where we're going to, so bear with me here. I'm about to disconnect from the Wi-Fi.
Okay. I don't know if Paul's still with me. He's probably gonna all right. While he's disconnected, Paul's not gonna. I see all the questions, and they're primarily asking about babies, but he's a good guy, and he's not he's not going to talk about stuff that hasn't been aired. So it's not that I'm ignoring your questions. I know not about me right there. Ask certain things, and now he's gone. There he is.
All right, get that thing. Okay. The signal's going to be really bad, John. So we're going to walk back to our places. Is that everything? Tudo? Tudo okay? Tudo você? Obrigado. Boa noite. We have everything, Karine? Tudo? We have tudo?
Thanks, Mary.
Okay. All right. I'm bad on the signal, but bear with us. You okay, Karine?
Tá bom.
Okay. Karine, will you carry this, please?
Oh,
Por favor.
exagerado.
Por favor, hold this.
Quê?
Obrigado. All right. Here we go. Holy shit, I'm going to die.
They're still in Brazil.
Yeah, we're heading back now. Bear with
Paul,
me
when
here.
like 1,000,001 people have asked when you're coming back to the States. Can you say?
Hold on. I'm almost back home. You'll get to see a sample of kind of like the living area. Don't ever do this if you travel to Brazil. It's not safe or wise to walk around with your cell phone in this type of environment. But we kind of haven't been messed with yet. Here's to have an idea of the place. See or not. Ready? Ready? Okay. All right. I'm gonna walk back here. Da-da-da-da-da.
I'm just getting into like the location. Sorry, I haven't said anything.
Oi. Boa noite. It's our next door area. It's a giant pile of garbage. Hello, kitties.
And
Kitty cat.
and this is
We have
the
a
same
restaurant
place where you
downstairs.
guys. This is the same place where you guys
We filmed that.
right?
Yeah. And then we have a restaurant, like a restaurant down here. They got some good food. Hello. Oi. Boa noite. People are really nice. There. It's a nice little restaurant downstairs.
Except
All
the
right.
ones that like
Heading
rob
back up
your
now.
shit with machetes, but
Do what?
except the ones that rob
here's-
your
yeah.
shit with machetes.
Da-da-da-da. A little mailbox. All right. Heading back up. Almost to the Wi-Fi area, so that's going to be a really good once I get there.
Actually, you've been pretty good. You haven't cut out all that much since you've been outside. And you're Eastern time. Then I just fucking jinxed it. Look at me go. You're Eastern time, right?
Yeah. Well, the only thing is here is like we don't have one of the daylight savings times unaffected, but Amazon time is the same as Eastern time, minus the daylight savings.
Daylight savings.
Is Karine yelling for me? Got hold on, Karine's yelling for me. Everything's okay. Everything okay? Karine?
Oh boy.
Okay? Come You okay? What happened? Huh? Your phone? Casa Brenner? Okay. She forgot her cell phone. Not a thing to randomly forget. She's running back to get her phone. Gosh.
It sounds like people
Jesus
getting
Christ.
beaten.
Yeah. Whew. All right, open the
Do
apartment
you live
door
like
here.
on the
Hold on.
umpteenth floor? Like, how many stairs you gotta? How many flights you gotta climb up?
Top floor, it sucks. The dogs are, they know it's their time to go for their stretching walk, so they're going to be a little rowdy. I put them up when I went to go film, or call you. My dogs, I'll show the dogs later. They are a rowdy bunch of dogs. They're good dogs. A little rowdy, but good dogs. Ooh, it feels good.
All right.
All right, I think I'll be connecting to my Wi-Fi here in a second. Should be. Come on, connect.
No, you're connected. I can hear you. We can see you. And now I just screwed that up again because I jinxed it. I lost Paul, and I think we're gonna probably be about done out of time soon.
All right, I think you might be on my Wi-Fi now. So it might be. Is it a little bit better now?
Yeah, I
All right, I'm gonna walk in there.
can. The dogs are.
The dogs know it's about their.
Ooh.
It's about their walk time. Yeah, so it's about time to take. Dude, I have to show you when I take them walking. It's crazy. They literally think they own the street. I had to their kennel. I had to actually attach rebar or or whatever you call it, the construction metal. I'd attach that to their kennel because they would just pull their entire kennel door and pull it in. So I had to actually use construction, material and reinforce their kennel. It's a travel kennel. It's supposed to be designed to keep them inside of it for aircraft travel, but oh god, they are beasts. I'll just say that much. They tear it right open. Karine, she's back here in a second.
Hey, to anyone who hates this broadcast, you're free to leave. No one's got a gun to your head. How's that? Okay?
Oh, oh, people, you know. People say what they're going to say. Granny back here in a minute. I see her getting her phone now. Coming back. But the view here is not too bad. I mean, it's...
No, listen, if anyone saw the first interview, this was like Oscar-worthy. So if they're bitching about this interview,
God.
then they didn't see the last. So
The first interview was, what was that, on an iPad? I think it was on an iPad. I was on an iPad, and then you had to, like, filter up there somewhere, and you had your phone on. It was different. It was the first time I dealt with an interview like that. And this is also my first Instagram Live interview, so that's also a first for us.
no, this is way better.
Second.
Yeah. We're about to, like, I know that the timer is going to start soon because we've been on for almost an hour. Is there anything you want to say? Like, you know, we'll wrap it up and, you know, call it a night because the countdown's going to start soon, and I kind of want to avoid that.
Well, let's see here. I think I talked about she is going to English school. We are also both using Rosetta Stone. She's still kind of paranoid on mosquitoes. I have an insect shield blanket, which if anyone ever has mosquito problems, the insect shield products are
This is
freaking
TLC
amazing.
Approved. Someone just thinks if TLC is okay with this. I'm like, this is TLC approval.
TLC
okay.
approved. Yeah, everything I do online with interviews, any type of lives I do is 100% TLC approved. So we don't do anything that's not approved by the network. And we also, as John knows, I think they gave you the list of rules and regulations of what we can and cannot talk about and all that stuff also.
It's like this thick.
Yeah. All right, Granny. Come on, sweetie. We're going to go on here. And then I got to close this door here. Please don't puke. Please don't puke. Please don't puke. Please don't puke.
Well,
okay.
Wait,
right.
To the dogs or to Karine? Who are you saying that to?
Greenie.
Oh, okay.
But, no, she didn't puke. She didn't puke. You didn't puke. High five. You didn't puke. Yes. Usually she walks in, she pukes everywhere. So this time we made it through. It's good because she needs to keep food in. She's lost a lot of weight. So she definitely needs to get some more food down. CD? Okay, we'll watch the CD later. It's fine. Are you frio? Muito frio? Okay, I'll turn off the AC. But yeah, we bounce around a lot. This next thing I'm dealing with is going to be utterly nuts. I got a lot of stuff that's going to be going on. I'm very nervous about the canine thing that I'm getting into. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but I am nervous with it. Yes, sweetie. No, sweetheart. You ate tres. You drank tres. You drank. Bebe, tudo. Sí. I'll get some more if you quiero. No, she finally started drinking. I had her favorite little chocolate milks in there. She finally discovered them, so she drank them all. She wants more. So I'll have to buy some at the store tomorrow. She'll get randomly get cravings for things. She'll finally start to eat, which is good. But no, the canine thing's definitely got me very nervous. The person that's going to be training me was a military drill instructor. He's trained for the military, Department of State. He's a terrorism expert. So, and I also think, him weighing in on me as an individual, I think is going to be interesting as well for, getting, his professional perspective on me and my whole situation with Karine. I think it's going to be interesting. But he's a really good guy. And I'm a little nervous about it. I haven't been in boot camp in a very long time. So I survived boot camp. I never got recycled in boot camp. And so we'll see how that goes. And then, of course, this part where I have to run off and get attacked by attack dogs. That's going to be a little interesting, too. But, Paul, yeah, that's going to be... People can see Paul running away and getting attacked by dogs. I'm sure people will love it.
It's always something, man. There's always some type of running into the forest or whatever. Like, and I will still say, Karine running after you, Paul. My favorite scene.
We do that still too, yeah. And how I run, that's how I run. I mean, if you ask people that knew me growing up, that's how I always ran. And they used to make fun of me for it. And it's how I ran. It's how I run. It's just how it is. And,
I have to say, you run a little awkwardly. You need a little bit more grace in that run. As a friend,
I know. I'm just school.
You gotta run a little bit better.
I don't think I said on. Yeah, I gotta have a little more grace to my run. If they do. I'm sorry. I think her food got squished. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Disculpa. You quiero más? No, you okay? Okay.
All right, let's wrap it up because the timer's going to start like in like a second. I know it. We've been on for like 57 minutes and it's going to start, so I don't want to get to that.
And the last, all right, and the last amount of stuff you got, go ahead and answer me whatever questions you want to do, and we'll just wrap that out on that. So what questions do you have?
They're all questions I can ask you, pretty much.
You know the rules. Yeah, there's a lot of things we can't talk about, and I'm sure TLC appreciates that. I appreciate that. Not all people that interview me appreciate that. We've had some people interview us that did not take the TLC rules to heart, and they still ask things they weren't supposed to ask. So getting around that's always fun.
How long have you guys been together?
Good question. We started talking in 2016. And then we talked for about a year. Then I went and met her 2017, I think. We met in 2017. And then shortly after that, I forget how many months. I was back in America for a matter of months. I headed back. We got married. And then, of course, our first year, everyone says the first year of marriage is the hardest. It is. Our first year was utterly insane. A lot of things happened. I let myself go. A lot of people, they saw that. I met other cast members. They were surprised because I would like my mosquito pants. You know the reason why I don't wear my mosquito pants, John? Because I don't fit in them anymore. They are so tight. They won't even zip up. It's not they won't button up. They won't zip up. I was literally that fat. So I can get into it a little bit better now, but I got so fat that I couldn't, and it drove Karine nuts. She's like, she did not. Karine, like me gordo? No like me gordo? No like me fat?
That means that you don't like me fat, because I do know Spanish.
You don't like me fat?
I can translate that much for you.
Yeah, she kept getting on me. She's like, you need to start going to gym. You need to start working out. So I'm working on it. Working on it, getting it back. But my GI problems went away in Brazil because they thought I had Crohn's. I mean, my GI problems were bad. I was in and out of the hospital. I was having a hell of a nightmare. Medications, everything. My sister had such bad problems. She actually lost her colon. But oh
my God.
But yeah, so she was hospitalized several times. But no, on the Brazilian food, I actually was able to I actually don't take any medication. I fought through my panic attacks. I have really bad panic and anxiety attacks. I have fought through those without medication. And my doctors gave me medication for everything. Just like, I came here, I had everything. They said, if you have a panic attack, here's some Klonopins. I had Klonopins. I had Percocet for kidney stones. My doctors prepped me for everything. I didn't take any of them. I didn't, I had them in there. They said it's better to have it, than if you have a really serious problem and you don't have access to these things. You better have this stuff. So I had it, in my little tackle box of medications. But and it was funny.
The timer. There it is. There it is.
The timer.
All right, so we're done. All right, so Paul, thank you so much for coming back and re-interviewing with me. It was so great that we could all hear your voice and see Karine, and I want to thank you. And we love you, and I love you, and I look forward to the rest of the season. Yep. I had to wrap this up because the music's going to start playing. Like there goes like the.
Karine, say thank you. Say thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Say thank you. Say boa noite.
Thank you, Karine.
Good night.
Trying to avoid her. Oh, see ya.
And that's it. So, guys, thank you, Paul. Thank you, Karine. Watch 90 Day Fiance Sunday nights at 10 Eastern on TLC because I'm not good at plugging crap. Yeah, and that's it. I want to get up before they cut me off. All right, bye.
Hold on, John. I'll tell you this. Before the end of after the end of the season, we'll follow back out because there's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of stuff happening you'll want to definitely follow up with us on. I'm just telling you.
All right, we will. We will be following up, and I don't want this to cut me off. All right.